Hello everyone, welcome to Agentic AI Demystified with Studio, a series under TGIF and your backstage pass to get into the world of agent building. As we shift from single AI co-pilots to interconnected ecosystem of intelligent agents, the big question is how do we orchestrate them effectively? And in today's discussion, we'll dive into what multi-agent orchestration look like and how it's becoming foundational when it comes to architecture for agentic AI. And to talk more about this, I'm excited to invite Moneet Kaur, Solution Area Expert for Business Application, Microsoft India. Thank you so much for joining.
Hey, hi Vishakha, good to be here again.
Thank you, Moneet. Moneet, to start off, help us understand what exactly multi-agent orchestration is and how it is becoming so critical when we are moving towards agentic AI systems.
Absolutely, and very relevant question for today, right? As we interact and as we see a lot of enterprises as they are adopting agentic AI in their business processes, right? Every organization is in the realm of creating a lot of agents for their business processes, different departments. It will be imperative need to see how these agents will be interacting with one another. And we need generative orchestration to see how they can communicate or interact with each other to give meaningful and unified experiences for an employee or for the end customers, wherever these are deployed.
Right. Building on this, Moneet, I would like to understand how multi-agent orchestration is the crucial part within the larger strategy that Microsoft has around agentic AI.
Absolutely. So what we are doing is, and I would want to explain this through a slide, right, that I have in here. We have a complete solution when we talk about multi-agent orchestration per se, right? If you see, we are starting our journey with M365 Copilot, which is our UI for AI, as we call it, and that's a first-party agent, as you may understand, right? Then we have a lot of templates that are available in your M365 Copilot or Copilot Studio that are there for organizations to adapt to. Right? And then we are saying when you're building these agents, you can use any of the low-code or pro-code platforms, right? Why this is sufficient, right? And we are not stopping in there. We are saying that it is important to integrate to third-party agents. It is only time when all of these enterprises will come with their own native agents, like be it Salesforce, ServiceNow, Google. So we are also able to bring multi-agent orchestration by connecting to those third-party agents through A2A protocol. So we are supporting the complete journey end-to-end.
Great. I think, Moneet, at this point, would love to see something where we are communicating between two intelligent agents and the seamless transition is happening. Could you show something?
Absolutely, would love to. So here we get our agents created, right? This is, I'm showing you an example of a travel support agent, which is a super agent, right? And as you understand, instructions are the key for any agents to work the way you want it to be. And then I have a booking agent that I'm handing off the conversation basis the scenario when I want to book. And then I have a separate expense assistant when I want to hand off on a certain scenario. Very simple, clearly defined instructions of when and what scenarios I want those agents to be called to demonstrate the multi-agent. Of course, it can have its own knowledge base. You know that you need to ground the data to agent and you define those. Now, in this case, you will see some of this are coming from booking agent because it's a child agent. It just works like a parent-child database concept. All the knowledge sources available in the child agent are carried forward to the parent agent as well, as you see on the screen. This is where you create agents and add agents within Copilot Studio. Now, these agents could be built on Studio. This could be built on Fabric, Azure AI Foundry, M365 SDK, and you can still connect to your agents built in Copilot Studio. Right? In this case, you can also create an agent right from this interface, and that's how your child agents are getting created. I'm not going to publish for now, but that's one step you need to do when everything is set up for you. Right now, in this case, expense assistant is a connected agent. Let me show you all the agents. All of these agents, whether child or connected, will have their own instructions. It will work as an independent agent, right? Where it can have its own knowledge base, it can have its own tools. Like in case of expense assistant, while it has its own, instructions, approval flows, and you can of course define its own prompts, right? You can have some of the prompts defined, which could then be called within your parent. Let's see how All of this come together to give a unified experience to your end customers or to your employees. Now, in case I ask, do I need a visa to travel to Germany? Now, my agent is bringing it, searching through all the knowledge sources that it has natively in its own knowledge sources, right? In a travel support agent itself, and trying to pull that information in through, right? And very specifically, specifying if you are a US citizen, this is what you need, and if you're not non-US citizen, this is what you need. And it can again be customized to based on the login region of an employee if you want to bring that contextualization as well, right? That could be brought in. But in this case, for now, to make it very simple, I've just given it some of the public website from where it is pulling that information and summarizing. Now, if I ask, if there is any travel advisory to Japan, if I'm making a business trip to Japan, for example, right? Again, it will give me a summary. What largely I'm trying to demonstrate is it's a retrieval agent. It's working on the knowledge sources, be it your PDFs, be it your, SharePoint sites, OneDrive, whatever knowledge bases you've given, grounded your agent to, it is summarizing and giving those citations to you. Now, if I change the context, say for example, tomorrow I need to go to Japan, show me the available flights. This is where your booking agent is getting called, right? And you can see if I go to Skyscanner site, it is pre-filtered that information as well for me, or from to and location, right? And now let me ask if I need to submit my travel request approval since it's an urgent request that has come in. Now you will see an agent flow. Keep your eyes on to the left pane activity map where you will see a travel request approval has come. Now it will ask a series of questions for me to submit that approval right from the same interface. Now this could be a nice looking form. We call it as adaptive card as well. In this case, just to simplify the demonstration, I've just mentioned a series of questions because they came natively when I created this topic by just giving a line that I want to create a travel request approval. This is very native where I've not done any configuration so far. So what be it? If I show you on the left screen, right, and let me enter the return date. Meanwhile, yeah, onto your left, you will see a series of questions that have come in uh, that came by default when I defined that I want to create a travel request approval. And that is where the beauty of generative orchestration and the beauty of Copilot support during creation of these topics and handholding really comes in. What the only thing that I did, and it's rightly summarized the information, it has gone for approval as well. I added a Power Automate flow or agent flow as we call it, and this is how it will appear. Now this could be an adaptive card in Teams, an experience given in Teams or in Outlook. It has also given me a link to the corporate policy if you want to see the policy before the manager approves this travel request. Now if I want to ask, how do I submit my expense post my travel? And that's, I'm asking it on purpose because I want to show you how the context, if you see from the beginning, right? It asked me retrieval agent, then it went to ask booking agent, then there was an approval, and then it went to ask expense assistant. This is how multi-agent orchestration work, and this is the beauty of generative orchestration. The context is auto-defined, auto-fetched by your agent. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you, Muni. This was great demo, and thank you so much for breaking this down for us.
It's always a pleasure being here, Vishaka, and collaborating with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. With that, I'm excited to see how multi-agent orchestration is shaping the agentic AI strategy and how Microsoft is helping our customers to go easy, better when it comes to becoming a next frontier firm. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.